Hey guys, it's your girl Angie. You're watching Barbershop Conversations. Make sure to click the button below to subscribe, like the video. Don't like it, leave a comment. You can also follow me at Angelica Curtis on Instagram. See you soon.
So, we're here for Leo Santa Cruz.
Hell yeah, man.
You big Leo Santa Cruz fan?
Oh yeah, man. I saw him come up. Even when he used to play fight in Tele Azteca, I started following him. So I've been backing him up every fight. I've been coming out here supporting him. Even when in his training camps, before he had his Frampton fight, we actually went out there, show our support. Yeah, man. I hope he actually comes through on this fight, man.
Why did he fall short against Frampton the first time?
You know what? To be honest with you, in my eyes, I thought I had a little bit closer. It was a rough fight for both of them. I think he never fought somebody that would come at him that much, And I think that was a real test for him. Actually, his first. I think for me, I think that was besides Abner Mares. I think this one was more fight for him to prove himself, and I think he did a good job. I just think he just came a little bit short just because Frampton's aggressiveness, He was more aggressive. Leo's was too, but I think more Frampton had more accuracy that night, His punches were landing, and I think he had he had the edge a bit. That's about it.
What adjustments do you think Leo needs to make to come victorious January 28th?
More pressure. More pressure. Don't let Frampton come off first. Don't wait for him. Be more aggressive, I would say. And a little bit more to the body. Work that body a little bit more, because Frampton, as you see in that fight, he never seen any sign of him wearing down or anything like that. So I would definitely say go a little bit more to the body this time around.
Moving forward, you obviously believe Leo Santa Cruz is going to win this fight.
Oh yeah.
Who does he fight next? Who would you want to see him fight next?
Wow, man. I would like to see him fight Oscar Valdez.
That's what I'm talking about.
I would want to see that.
That's the fight
that or even Lomachenko. Because Lomachenko, he's been coming up on the ranks, and that's another prospect I would like to see against Leo Santa Cruz, or even Mikey Garcia. That would definitely be another fight that the fans will actually like, and it will be entertaining for the sport of boxing overall.
I want to see that. I want to see the winner of this fight. If Leo Santa Cruz, they're obviously gonna milk it and fight a third time, obviously.
Right.
But if they don't milk it, I would love to see him fight Oscar Valdez in StubHub for the champion of LA.
Yeah, I think that would be a fight that the fans would totally be stoked about.
It would sell out in 2 hours.
Yeah,
sell out in 2 hours.
So let's hope he gets this W and make that fight happen. Because I don't know if you've seen it, but Oscar Valdez been asking for those fights, and I think he has proven himself to be a good champ. So I think hopefully they make that fight happen, man.
What's been your fight of the year thus far?
Fight of the year, I would have to say Bandido versus Salido. Vargas versus Salido. I would say that would be the fight of the year for me. Yeah.
Were you there for that one?
I was there. I was even at the weigh-in and all that. I'm a big boxing fan, and since I don't work until 6 p.m., so I got all the time to go look at the conference, at the weigh-ins and all that stuff. But yeah, I think for me the fight of the year would be that, or even Kovalev War. Even Kovalev War was a good, interesting fight. I honestly thought Kovalev took that fight, but hey, you can't win. You can't keep everybody happy, right?
Why do you think Kovalev won? What did he do more?
I think just the fact that he was the champ. He was the one looking for the fight. He was always going forward. I did think War did a great fight. I think that War actually did what he had to do to try to come back on the scorecards. But I still think Kovalev was landing the more meaningful shots. Every time you see Kovalev land a good shot, you could right away tell War would get hurt. And start backing up. He was fighting most of the time was fighting backwards, But it's like I said, I think I would have said it might have been a draw more than for War if they didn't want to give Kovalev the fight. a draw would have been more than reasonable, because it was a close fight to score. But I honestly, and then he dropped Ward, you know, and he's a champ. How you just gonna strip him out his belt like that, you know?
And last question, what fight are you looking forward to 2017? What fight would you want to see in 2017?
The one I want to see is Canelo Golovkin. I mean, Canelo been bragging that he has a pair. It's time to show him, you know. He needs to stop talking about I'm ready to fight him, but then again, you don't fight him, you know. So I'm really looking forward for that fight. So many other fights, but that was like the most, the fight the boxing needs for the sport.
Who do you have winning that fight?
I would say Canelo. You know, I'm a Canelo fan. You know, I'm also a Golovkin fan. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm sticking with Canelo. You know, but I mean, it's gonna be a tough fight for Canelo. I just think at the end of the day, it's gonna be the speed that counts. And the only good thing about Golovkin is that I've never seen any other boxer at this era cut up the ring so well, and that's something that's probably gonna give Canelo a big problem, because he closes angles too well, man. He don't let, even when he's seen it with the other fighters, that they try to move around him, and no matter how good and how on their feet they are, he always managed to cut off the ring on them.
And are you Mexican?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about Walters quitting against Lomachenko.
I had Walters that fight. I wanted Walters to win. I seen Walters beat up Nonito Donaire at the StubHub, and I was very impressed. You know, I was expecting that type of Nicholas Walters to show up in that ring. So when I seen him quit, it was just, I think it was more out of frustration that he couldn't just throw good punches. I felt like every time he threw a punch, Lomachenko was throwing like 3-4 punches at him, and I think that scared him to throw any other punches. He got frustrated that he couldn't land nothing, and he just quit, you know. As for me, I would have just kept going, you know, like, hey, he's gonna strip me out my belt. He better win this motherfucker. He better drop me, you know, take me out this motherfucker almost, you know, laying in the ground. But, you know, everybody's different, man. I just didn't expect that. I was expecting more from Nicholas Walters that night.
Do you want people to follow you on Instagram or something like that?
Nah, shit, I don't even have an Instagram, man.
Appreciate it.
You already know what it is. It's Barbershop Conversations. Hit the subscribe and the like button today.